I'm here today in LoDo, Denver's adult amusement park. It's morning, so nothing much is happening, but soon there'll be lots of people when the brew pubs, sports bars, and California chain restaurants all open for business. Today I'm going to take you on a walking tour of some of the hidden art wonders of the LoDo neighborhood. We'll start off with the art I bet you've seen but didn't know much about in this building behind me. The Rockies are in town, so we better get going. There's a game later today. Coors Field was built by a special six-county tax district, the Denver Metropolitan Major League Baseball Stadium District. The district did not come under the state or city directives to include 1% of the budget for public art, but at the urging of Susan Barnes-Gelt, a unique approach was taken to create funds specifically designated to be spent on art at the new stadium. The public were allowed to purchase inscribed brick pavers, which were later incorporated into a plaza adjoining the stadium. At the end of the plaza sits Lonnie Hansen's Evolution of the Ball. Over 100 cast ceramic balls depict the history of the ball, and included are hairballs, spitballs, eyeballs, soccer balls, Lucille ball, and of course a baseball. The arch's towers are topped with a steel truss reminiscent of the railroad that has made the Platte Valley a transportation center for over 100 years. On the opposite side of the stadium, at the corner of Blake Street and 22nd, is the neon wall piece, Bottom of the Ninth, by Eric Johnson. This artwork depicts a runner sliding into home plate, where an umpire waits to make a call on the catcher's tag. The outcome is different each time, with the umpire's call flashing, safe or out. Located inside the stadium on the main concourse behind the batter's eye wall, beneath the rock pile seat is a mural, The West, the Worker, the Ball Field, the collaboration of painters Jeff Starr and Matt O'Neill. The mural is done in a regionalist style to match the feeling of Coors Field architecture. It tells the story of the site on which the stadium is built, starting with the early indigenous people, through the settling of the West and the development of Denver, then the planning and the construction of the ballpark. The last section shows a ball game in play at the completed stadium. Visible from the east side of the stadium, a new major Denver public art project has just been completed by David Griggs. Sitting atop the 6 pedestals that mark the entrances to the 23rd Street Viaduct are large fabricated steel structures. Artist Griggs calls them time veins, and they tell the story of the people and uses of the Platte River Valley. These sculptures reflect an Indian encampment, the industrial age, and the future of the valley. Throughout LoDo, on the sides and upper levels of the Victorian-era brick warehouses and business buildings, you can see the old original store names and advertisements. A few years ago, our city council wisely enacted an ordinance to preserve existing vintage signage in historically designated LoDo. Probably best known as the Ice House, a warehouse used for cold storage at 18th and Wine Coop. It is currently being converted to lofts and retail space. Other old signs which may look and are antique actually reveal current uses, such as Rockmont Western Wear, where authentic Western clothing is created to this day. At the corner of 17th and Wazee sits Betty Gold's Atlas 3, a gift to Metro Visual Center for the Arts and the people of Denver. In the early 90s, artist Mark Lunning organized the Alley Painting Project. Sponsored by a gift from Scott Chamberlain and the Lower Downtown District Incorporated, professional artists were allowed to paint on the exposed walls of buildings. Some of these works have proven to be appropriate landmarks for the neighborhood. Reed Weimer's Drunken Bottle, located at the end of the alley off 18th Street between Blake and Wazee, is a homage to LoDo's sometimes tipsy nightlife. As you progress up this alley towards 19th, you will see other works by Sally Watt, Mark Lunning, Jennifer Melton, Darrell Anderson, Mark Friday, Kelly Belfoy, and Rose Sandez. More visible is the series of murals along the 16th Street Mall just past Wazee. Here are works by Cameron Jones, Tracy Weil, Beatriz Bastana, Daniel Luna, and Steve Walker's Dinosaurs. Across the street from these murals is a standing work commissioned in 1993 by the City and County of Denver as part of the public artwork projects. Legends is by William Burgess. Kevin Oler's 1990 Jade Spire was recently renovated and stands at the corner of Blake and 17th. It is the one city commission piece in a park full of contemporary representational works on loan from the Knox Gallery. Of these, Joe Saylor's Crack the Whip is the most whimsical. Other works include Mark Lundine's Casey at the Bat are on view on the Market Street walkway. So the next time you depart the stadium on your way to your favorite watering hole, make sure to stop along the way and take in some of the artworks that populate the neighborhood. There are over 20 galleries in LoDo showing everything from modern Russian art to contemporary prints, Indian and African artifacts to original oils by Colorado's best living artists. Or just kick back and give your feet a rest on one of the many artist-painted benches located all over the LoDo neighborhood. I'm Joshua Hassel, reporting from LoDo for HIP.